Alright, Ebrius. You're standing outside while the rest of your party is exploring the new base. You walk outside and you watch as this large galley begins to drift along the perimeter of your island, now called the lighthouse. You see a flag waving in the breeze, fluttering in the air. Your heartbeat begins to quicken as you see the black color of the flag, but it's hard to make out the actual picture. You're just hoping it's not a skull and two crossbones. There are dozens of sailors on the deck of this gallant ship. Your warrior-trained eyes scan their weapons, and you realize that you and your party would be greatly outnumbered in terms of weapons and bodies. The sailers...
We have a bast.
In terms of fireballs?
The sailors now seem to be gathering at the ship's railing, closest to the island. It looks as if they're readying themselves for something. Ebrius, you're starting this off. What do you do?
We got company. Now, unsheath my
What are you
coat.
saying? We're all the way in here. The walls are quite thick.
As you
I said, we got company.
Oh no! What? No, that's awful. What a tragedy. No, 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 no. Oh,
I can't hear
God.
what you're saying. The walls are too thick.
I know,
I'm gonna
I was
start
kidding, I was
walking.
kidding. My ears are extremely sharp. Anyways, that won't do. This place is clearly not in any condition to receive visitors yet. Go distract them, I'll start cleaning. Go.
Alright, I have two ways to distract them, and I pull out my short sword of wounding and my Kopish of Construct Bane, and Ride of the Dawn on the short sword.
Okay.
Actually, are we like taking turns, or can I just do both?
Yeah, you can do both. You take out your short swords and you ready them for action. As you
and
do,
then just start have a first yellowish like holy light, but it slowly like starts turning like dark red.
Okay.
But so does radiant damage.
as you do, the ship begins to make its way past this rock and, you know, start coasting along the perimeter of this island. The sailors seem to all now gather. You can count dozens of them, definitely more than 20, more than 30 sailors, all kind of lined up against the railing of this ship. They all stand uniformly as they all stare at the direction.
It's been some time since I had myself a good old-fashioned slaughter.
As you say that, do either of you try to see what kind of flag they're waving?
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, roll perception checks.
I clicked it.
Alright, both of
there.
you can see the flag waving in the ocean breeze air, and you guys all see this flag. And you hear the captain of this ship. He yells out in a gruff voice, "But pirates, ready!" And all the sailors just do a 180-degree turn, and now all their backs are facing you. What do you guys do?
Oh no.
Duran, shoot that. Ah, never mind. Damn it.
Fucking
Achoo!
idiots.
Well, that's not
Should I
so
go
go
away?
room.
The ship continues to sail by, and the the captain of the ship, you can hear him yell out, "Give all neighbors a blood pirate welcome!" And as he says that, all the soldiers, in like a domino effect, begin to bend, and one by one, all their trousers start coming out. As the ship begins to continue to sail by, you see the moons of all these sailors. Different sizes, different shapes, different skin tones. Some are sunburnt, some are pale. You see a couple of them actually defecate over the side of the ship as well.
Ebrus's left eye twitches. I'm gonna enjoy this very much.
And the pirate ship begins to continue to sail away. As they do, you guys hear, "And done!" At that point, the sailors all pulled up to pants again and begin to go about their normal sailor duties. Some of them high-fiving each other like, "Yeah, we got him! We got him! We got him good!" And the butt pirates sail away from your island.
I don't know what I was expecting last session when that was a cliffhanger, and at this point, I'm not even disappointed. I am uber disappointed.
Wait, come back here. This is the
I was
equivalent
hoping for
of
manslaughter.
slaughter blue balls. You can't do this to me.
You actually thought I was going to
hoping
start
for
with
a-
combat?
I was hoping for old-fashioned manslaughter, but apparently, like, damn it. Okay, I start exploring the. Is there anything around here that I find interesting?
Alright, so with the butt pirates gone, you can see like their wherever they live might not be too far away, as they did call you their neighbors. So keep that in mind. And so, what do you guys do? Aurelia.
Instead, I'm looking around over here to see if there is anything besides the building, of course. If there's anything interesting. And by the way, my wool section keeps going yellow and red all the time, so yeah, it might be awesome in a few minutes.
I didn't quite catch that. It was just like bam. Yeah. What were you looking for?
Now
I can hear you.
it keeps going to yellow and red for absolute no reason.
Oh, your latency.
I'll restart my PC. I'll go restart.
Tell
No,
me
no,
what
no,
you
it-
do first before you
Probably
go.
just a connection.
All right. The next person.
Did I find a brew?
Roll investigation. You are on this lovely tropical island, and Jacob Maddock couldn't find a broom.
Alright, are there sheets on the bed?
There are sheets on the bed, but you
Excellent.
do find a paintbrush.
Paintbrush. Right. Is there anything special about the paintbrush?
It could probably be used as a mini broom.
Oh, fuck that. Go do my own thing.
All
And
right.
I'm gonna I take my cane. I take one of the blankets. First, I kind of waft the blanket, dust off the blanket.
A cloud of dust sprays in the air.
Ooh. Been a while. And after I've dusted that out sufficiently, I wrap the blanket around my cane. Start using my cane as a broom.
You've essentially made a mop.
Makeshift. Yeah. Something like that.
Okay.
And now I'm kind of just throwing dust underneath the beds, a table.
You're throwing dust?
Well, I'm sweeping it.
Okay, you're sweeping with a improvised and less than average mop or broom of some sort.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll me a cleaning check.
What the fuck is a cleaning check?
There is a. You guys don't see the cleaning check? I added it on your character sheet.
Nope.
Oh, you're right, because there is no such thing as a cleaning check. So just so Jacob, go ahead and just well, Maddock is just cleaning. All right, who else? Ebrius.
All right. Yep, he's gonna go down since he already has his swords out.
Wait, hold on. Sorry. The reason why there isn't a cleaning check, Maddock, is because adventurers generally don't do that. But anyways, continue on. Sorry.
Well, since Eberron already has his swords out, he's gonna use the light source. Take a look in this house over here.
All right.
Building house
You notice.
structure.
You notice? Oh, okay. So just to give you guys a quick glimpse of, since you guys haven't actually seen the roof of this space as well, you do notice that in this base, there is a second floor, or like the second floor is more of like fortifications, and the second story is all connected together, right? And both the stories have cannons through the windows and stuff like that. It's just the ground floor at times might not be connected. So you walk over to this old wooden door, Ebrius. What do you do?
Since I only need one sword, I'll put away my Kopish short sword. I'm winning still lit up so I can see better, and I'm gonna open the door.
All right, you reach in. You reach for the door nod. Roll a d20. High is unlocked. Low, it's locked.
Medium.
Yeah. So for a
It's a
second,
little stuck.
the doorknob turns. You hear like the of rusted metal, and you realize it's not locked, and you push in, but the door seems to be stuck.
I'm gonna give it. How stuck is it? Can I just push it with my shoulder, or do I need to do
yeah.
the fireman kick?
Do whichever one you want.
I guess since it's just stuck and needs a little force, I'm gonna push it with my shoulder.
All right, roll a strength check.
No. Hey,
Yeah.
17.
Door opens up. You kind of hear some splintering from the wood a little bit, but it opens and some dust kind of just floats into your face for a split second.
Rusty piece of crap.
This is what you see. A large room, almost the size of the main room. A couple of beds in the corner. You see the cannons kind of aligned next to the windows. In this room, since the windows are here, you see that there are some birds, seagulls, and they all kind of flap away. Some of them just cawing at you as they all fly out the window. The ground here is
fuck you too.
covered in bird shit, and there's like nests in all these like nooks and crannies of this room.
Alright. 2 beds. Very nice. Gonna have to clean up that bird shit. It's gonna be a lot of work. Some cannons. Okay. Table here.
I'll take that as a yes.
Alright. Just take a look around.
All right. Are you looking for like something in particular, or you just?
Just seeing what's in the room, like, bed, table, cannons. What is this? A box, a dresser?
Yeah.
A box or a dresser or both?
So what you're looking at is a chest.
Pirate treasure. Alright, go to open it. Then remember, dark lantern hideout. I'll hold up on it. And then just look around, see what else I can find.
Love how you guys are so careful. Is there anything in particular you want to look for? Do you want to roll like an investigation or something?
I see if I can find anything hidden. Maybe like a hidden door. Maybe like a magic dagger under the pillow.
All right, roll your investigation. Tell me what you get.
17.
Hey, you got a
Hey.
thing for plunging in, Fable. Anyways, yeah. So you look around, and with your 17 investigation, you can find that inside the bird shit, there seems to be small little rocks of some sort. And the reason why you notice them is because they're shiny. And there's all these shiny little pebbles everywhere. Alright, and here is the bird shit.
God
Oh,
damn, in the middle of
God.
the room?
Yep, there it's like on the beds.
Oh,
The
God.
table is one just big bird shit.
This looks like my house all of a sudden.
Gross.
I walked the door.
Are you sure
Hey,
this
Bast.
is actually bird shit, or was Talit very excited?
This was his masturbatorium.
Hey, Bass.
Stay out of that room. Don't look inside the chest. But yeah.
Hey, Bass. How do you feel about seagulls?
They are annoying.
Alright. I'm gonna walk up here, look outside the window, pull out my light crossbow, and shoot a fucking seagull.
Wow. Are you kidding me right
Wow.
now?
Nope.
Abusing animals.
you spot some seagulls flying. It seems like to be like a family of seagulls. You see the mama and the papa seagull and 3 baby seagulls flying in a nice little family afternoon. Your crossbow, you aim it to your eyes, and the bolt, you see it soar and hits the mama seagull, and you hear ah, and the mama seagull just
Oh no.
Wow.
into
I
the
ruined
water.
a family.
You were really
Well-
pissed you didn't get to kill the pirates.
Then I shoot that papa now. Reunite
Oh
him
my
back in
god!
hell.
Alright, you reload.
Do you have the crossbow feature?
The papa seagull is like in mourning and sorrow. It banks a little bit, and your bolt flies right over it. And it seems like they're now running away. One of the baby seagulls kind of dives towards the water where it saw its mama disappear.
Reload. Nah, little kid. You're gonna join her soon enough.
I love
As you,
doing this
as you
because of
think
the
that,
druid.
you hear a voice in your...
torturing animals because of a druid.
No, I'm torturing because there's shit all over my new goddamn house. You know how long it's gonna take to clean up this shit?
So, as you think about your revenge, you hear a message in your head as I cast message all around. Hebrews boy! How are our guests? They're not coming in yet, are they? Do I have time to call George?
Oh, no, you better hurry. They're gonna be here any minute.
Oh,
Any
no! Well, hold them off.
I'll do my best, and I'll shoot another seagull.
The baby seagull that dived down to the waters, the bolt hits it. In a cloud of feathers, it explodes, and it joins its mother in the watery depths.
You know, I'm not resurrecting you, Bruce. At any point in time, if he dies, I change my mind. He deserves every form of death.
How many crossbow bolts do you have? Because you used about 4 of them, 5 of them now.
I have 19, and now I'm down to 15.
Okay. So when that comes into
Alright.
play later, we'll remind you of what you used your crossbows on.
No regrets, Cal. No regrets.
All right.
Alright, now that I got some steam, Ebris puts down his crossbow, pulls up his sleeves, and finds like a bucket or something and starts cleaning this shit.
All right. And you start to do so. For you, since I have the bird shit everywhere, roll a d20. Let's see how well you do. For the first hour. It's gonna take 5 hours at least, because there's 5 stains.
10.
Alright, so I'll remove the small stain over here next to this cannon. That's your first hour. So Maddock, for his first hour, he's cleaning the entire dusting and brooming. Roll a d20. Roll in with advantage if you call your unseen servant.
I mean, after like maybe 20 minutes, I'll take a peek outside because I'm wondering where the fuck are the guests.
Okay,
Alright.
you look outside. You see
What
nothing.
there? Oh, thank God. Call them later. And I go back inside. Take 10 minutes, summon my unseen servant.
Okay.
And after that, I let him do all the work.
Oh, then roll a regular check. D20.
Just. Yeah.
Alright, George seems to be pretty experienced in cleaning your stuff. Without a word, the invincible servant picks up the broom and begins to dust the house, but in a fury where the dust continues to kick and rise everywhere, and it's now like a dust storm inside this room.
Right,
Yes.
and once you do that, I'm gonna look for some actual janitor's tools.
Yep.
And that's what I do during that time.
Alright, you are in the room. Okay. So, Bast, what do you do? Seems like you're just sitting by the beach, just staring out into the waters, wondering what went wrong in your life. Just
And
reflecting.
staring at the wake amulet, be like, should I use time to attune to it or not? Because everyone else seems kind of distracted. I spend the time to attune to it.
Alright, Bast, you look into this lawbreaker amulet once more. The the opal features of it swirling around, and once again, here is what it looks like for all of you guys. The tentacles that hold this opal stone in place seem to wiggle and writhe as it's still alive. As you stare into it, you hear a familiar voice in your head. This voice is one that you've heard before.
Bastian. Welcome back.
Kingsley?
Are you ready to destroy the world at my whim?
I don't really want to destroy the world with you.
Roll wisdom save.
Nah, I'm not feeling it.
You have advantage?
No, that was from last time.
Oh,
But it's
okay.
still an 18.
You hear a slight taken aback sound.
Okay. But I am the great old one. You should be fearful of me.
Yeah, you know, I just want to use you to protect myself, so I'm fine with that.
Oh. Okay then.
You hear some insecurity from the voice as it like starts to think about what it should say, and then you hear it ring inside your head again.
Bastian. Will you use me for evil?
More like to defeat evil.
Oh.
It doesn't seem quite satisfied with your answer. The light of the opal stone begins to dim a little bit.
No.
Well, if
But
you're
it's all
going to
about
be like that,
perspective. You know, some
maybe
good
we're
things
just
and
not
things
meant for
wrong.
each other then.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
The voice in your head kind of, you can almost feel as these tentacles kind of fold as if you're folding your arms in your chest in a defensive position, and you hear,
Maybe we're not right for each other then. Maybe I don't want to give you my power then.
I mean, it depends on what you call evil. Maybe I'm the evil one and defeat good. At this point, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
roll another wisdom save, Bast. Okay. You begin to think that you are losing this power, that this entity it's not happy with you, Bast, and there's a part of you that wants the power of the Lawbreaker amulet to the point where you'll try to appease this great one, regardless if it's just lying or just telling it what it wants to hear. But you want this Lawbreaker amulet, that's for sure.
Maybe I'll just take my power back.
I mean, I would really love your power, if I have to be honest.
Then what do I get, Bast? What do I get?
I don't know what you want.
Death. Destruction.
I mean, as far as it looks right now, there's a lot of deaths in my future anyway.
Alright, is that what you say?
Yeah.
The voice in your head.
I want you to use this amulet, this power, to defy what is reality. In my name, I want you to change the very fabric of life on this world.
Okay. I don't really get what you want, but
Do we have a deal, Bast?
You can roll another wisdom save if you want to.
yeah, I was also just looking back at the others.
They're busy.
And then think what Talot said, and just like, yeah, fuck it. I want to use it for protection. I can just say yes right now and don't have to use it anyway. So
Alright.
I'm just gonna be there. Like, yeah, I guess I accept your power.
I don't think that's how it works, but okay.
Roll your wisdom save.
Excellent, Bastian. You are given my power, and I expect great things. Yes.
You get like chills run down your spine as you hear that. And for the rest of the hour, you begin to attune to the Lawbreaker amulet, the voice kind of subsides in your mind, and you see all these threads, all these strings that seem to be so minuscule, so microscopic, that wind together. And as these strings begin to wind and create more solid images, it begins to like kind of zoom out, and you begin to realize that everything around you are made up of these threads of different colors, and they make up everything on this world. And the power of the Lawbreaker amulet allows you to pull these strings apart and reform them to your will. And as you close your eyes, Bastion, the power of the Lawbreaker amulet lets you defy one D&D rule in the game and break that limitation or restriction, either to your race or to your class. What is it that you change?
And I will just take the same that I did last time.
Which is?
That there's no CR anymore for the beasts that I can white shape into.
Wait, say that again?
That there's no CR cap anymore for the beasts that I can white shape into.
Well, that also limits you to beasts, I believe, since Druid can only transform into beasts. Dragon Turtle is not exactly a beast. It's, I think,
Yeah,
a
and
dragon.
I brought that up last time, but we just ignored it. So
I mean, we did a little bending there,
So
from
I
what
will,
I remember.
I will allow you to combine
that was
both
so
if you want to combine both. But say it to the point where it's like, as the Lawbreaker amulet is in your hand, you concentrate on it, and you feel that restriction of your power, your wild shaping abilities, as you understand the strings and the fabric that ties everything together. You can reshape that to in your own body, and you have now officially broken the CR cap / beast rule on your class.
Again.
And that is what you do for the hour. Aurelia, what do you do?
I'll try to open the door.
Alright, roll D. Is it locked? I'm asking Day.
yeah, it's locked. It's
All right.
very locked.
Aurelia, the door, you go to open it, you turn the knob, and it doesn't turn.
Do I look like somebody who is stopped by a locked door? Do I look like somebody who is afraid of using a level 5 spell slot on a guiding bolt?
Are you saying
Maybe.
this to yourself?
I don't know, because I'm very
it's
upset.
Aurelia monologuing out there.
I'm going to use a level 5 guiding bolt on this fucking door.
I'm going to give myself enhanced ability and strength
Alright.
to just break it open instead. So what do you want me to roll? Strength or athletics? Doesn't matter. It's a
Strength.
-1.
Straight strength check, buddy.
18.
Good thing. Alright. The door. Roll d20. Let me see how strong this door is.
Not very.
Alright, it's a medium-sized door. Alright, the door. You hit with your shoulder. This door is a little bit more solid, less old-looking than the door Ibris opened, and you see as some of the dust seems to kind of trickle down on either side of the door. The wood splinters as your armored shoulder slams into it, At this point, I will reveal the room, because your character is inside of here. And you
can I have
literally...
a boat inside the room, please? Against this wall here.
I would say the boat would be leaning outside of this room.
The boat's
as
inside. I took it inside and I've been sleeping in it.
How did you
Uh,
get through
there's-
the door?
There's no space enough for this boat
Okay.
to fit into a doorway. Or else it would just be like a really shitty boat.
It is a really shitty boat.
But it's not a boat then. It would be like a canoe or like a kayak
But
or something.
It's like a one-person tiny little canoe.
Oh
rowboat.
yeah, if you wanna, yeah, sure. We can say it's a canoe.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, there's a canoe in there. I don't know how you're gonna sleep in a canoe, but yeah, sure.
You pile it full of all my blankets and sleep inside of it.
I don't wanna.
And
Is that
I'm
possible?
currently...
Am I thinking of a
It's-
different thing?
It's definitely possible, but like, why not using the beds?
Because this room's booby-trapped.
Why did you not move one of the beds in there instead of the canoe?
What is a booby
Because
trap
I
with?
didn't. So basically, when she comes through the door, can you just put it on map layer right here? When she comes through the door, a bucket falls down on her head, and it's full of like water and stuff. So salt water
Hold on.
instantly blinds.
Okay. So it's a bucket full of salt water, right? All right.
Yep.
Just tell me what it is. Like you don't have to narrate what happens yet.
It's like a bucket full of salt water, a bunch of pebbles to trip her up, some like basically a net that I've made out of rope to like ensnare whoever tries to come in.
All right. Roll me 3 survival checks while you're at it.
I
Each one for those traps. Okay. So as Aurelia, your shoulder hits this door, you hear a ping ting ting as a bucket of seawater just splashes on the inside of this room. You can see some sort of liquid begin to seep out from underneath the door. What do you do, Aurelia?
Well, the door is open now, right?
No, it's... You hit it, it's splintered. You hear that
Hit it
sound.
again.
At
Alright,
this
roll another
point,
strength.
I'm waking up from my nap, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of my daggers.
Okay, you ready a dagger. After hearing the bucket of water, the seawater just kind of hit the ground. Roll another strength check, Aurelia. I believe you have advantage on this. Alright. You slam your shoulder against his door one more time. You hear it as the actual locking mechanism of this door breaks off. This door will need to be repaired in order for it to lock successfully again. But in the meantime, the door, you hit it, and it opens up, slams against the other side of the wall. The pebbles on the ground kind of scatter a little bit. And how do you have it rigged up? Does the net just fall when the door opens? Or is there like a
It's
tripwire?
It's sort of like tripwire and then pebbles here and then the net here, so that they sort of like trip on the wires, get off balance on the pebbles, fall into the net, and get caught up.
Well, in this case, wouldn't the door just fall into the net?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to ruin your traps.
I'm
Alright.
15. I'm not the smartest. I'm not the best
The
at
door
making traps.
flies and the net gets tangled into the door. And Aurelia, you're just standing there and you see some pebbles on the ground mixed in with the salt water. A bucket lays not too far away.
And I
And
figure
this
out that
point,
this was like a trap.
At this point, I'm gonna get behind, like, half behind my canoe and some barrels so that I have, like, half cover.
make a stealth check if you want to try to hide.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you're like crouched behind a barrel of some sort in the room. Aurelia, what would you like to
Can-
roll? Investigation?
I mean,
Investigation.
okay.
Get your bad luck card. You look at this, and to you, it's just like, oh, whoever like left this room last time is a douche and just kind of left everything willy-nilly.
Why
The fact,
does this bad luck card benefit me so much? Great,
is it?
I love it.
What does it say?
I act last in the initiative, which for me is a good thing.
For some people, it's not. So,
Fuck those people.
so you look into this room, Aurelia, and these aren't traps at all. These are just randomly placed objects in a very misfortunate circumstance, in a coincidental manner that all this just happened.
You can't hear me now, can you?
I can hear you.
Great, it keeps going from green to red packet loss 0% and 20%.
Do you want me to
0%.
narrate this, or do you?
I'll try. If I sound robotic, I'll just switch to text play, but for now I will try. I'm just going.
Alright, you walk in. What do you do? As you walk in, your boots kind of crunch the pebbles into the cement, the stone floor, mixing in with the seawater here.
Aurelia is silently, like, just saying, "Really, Talit? Put all of this shit right behind the door."
I love how you blame Talit.
I mean,
Yeah,
I assume he is. He used to live here.
yeah.
I look around, like, what do I see?
This seems to be like the powder room. Everything's dry, well, supposed to be dry. You see the cannonballs off to one side of the room, crates and barrels. There's like a very sulfuric smell in this room. One that kind of stings your nostrils a bit, as you don't really know why it is. Off to one side of the wall, you see a ladder that goes up to what you believe to be the second story of this keep. But that's all you really see on that first glance. Do you want to check further? Because I believe the stealth check beats your passive perception. What's your passive perception?
18.
Yeah, so I'd say it's just enough to get by.
What about active perception? I'm actually looking around actively. Passive perception is if I'm not looking around. Like,
If you're looking around, what do we usually roll?
perception check or investigation if I'm looking for something. Like, I'm just looking around. Like, if I notice anything, I assume I should be able to perceive a sound, not investigate it. Fucking Discord.
Well, you do hear a sound in your head. Hey, Ori girl! Tell me if you find any cleaning supplies, do let me know and I'll hand them off to George. Alright?
All good.
Thank you very much.
Day.
Yes.
Deok, you're hiding behind this barrel, and you see a tall, blonde woman, brown-haired woman.
Blonde.
Blonde? With
Brunette.
glasses.
Glass.
I mean, which one is it? Brown, blonde,
Brown.
brown. Okay, so a brunette, tall brunette with glasses walk in, as she's just kind of idly scanning the room. What did you do?
I'm gonna keep hiding because I don't recognize this person, so I don't think they're a threat right off the bat, and I just want them to leave.
course you wouldn't recognize this person. You're on an island all by yourself. Anybody would be a new person. But I'm joking. Okay. You hide behind the barrel, and you keep your breathing at a steady pace. Your heart thumping in your chest, but you calm yourself outwards. Aurelia.
Cal, I'm gonna have to ask her a favor real quick.
What is it?
Can you change the server and then change it back? I want to see if it fixes anything. Somebody recommended this. It doesn't mess anybody's Discord up, but like this is unbearable. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing now. I don't think it's my internet. Like Discord is always doing this to me. Like after some time, server just goes red for me.
The server is in Europe. I changed it to Europe for you guys.
I know. Change it to anything else, and then change it back.
Alright, I changed it to US East. How is it?
Sounds fine to me.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Sounds fine.
Fine for me.
Are you fucking serious?
Can you hear us at all?
I can hear you. 1100 ping.
Alright. I changed it back to Europe. Alright, so Aurelia,
Just fuck this shit.
what do you do?
I
Hey, I know you're frustrated, but you know, try to.
I look for any cleaning tools or whatever.
Alright,
And I
roll
drop my strength spell.
Okay, roll investigation as you're looking around for some cleaning supplies. Deak, you begin to hear a kind of like a ruckus from behind the barrel, as it almost sounds as this person, this female who just walked in, is now rummaging through these crates. Aurelia, you open these boxes, and some of them are just filled with this black powder. Other ones are just filled with trash, or just rotting wood.
Don't forget the ones that are completely full of bones.
And ones that are completely filled with bones. That seem to
There's
be
a lot of those.
picked clean. A couple of dead rats, all like neatly laid out, as if it was a
Excuse
little.
me, it's seagulls. Those are sea rats, bird rats, not fucking real rats.
Talent,
I have
my
seen-
lord. What
I'm
the
going
fuck?
to say there are no seagulls then.
Fuck is we hearing in the background then?
Your mama burn.
I mean, it's all right because I was planning to do my hallucinatory terrain. I can just add the seagull sounds.
No, but what do you do, Aurelia?
I'm like, Talent, my lord, this is some fucked up shit. Why are you keeping fucking bones in a fucking storage room?
I love the fact that you're not even concerned about the fact that there's non-decomposed bird corpses in there.
And
I mean,
Aurelia,
I am. I just said, like, what the fuck?
you don't find any cleaning supplies in this room. Doesn't seem like there are any.
Then I'm gonna look for anything that I can take for myself and not share with the party, if you know what I mean. Anything valuable.
There is something, as you turn around from rummaging around, you see a canoe though, off to the side, and you see blankets. And what seems to be like blankets made out of seagull feathers.
Excuse me, only the pillows made out of seagull feathers. The rest are regular blankets. Stop being rude, Cal.
You see, bird bones kind of just glued onto the walls as an art mural.
Cal, no, I'm not a savage.
Little
see-
pyramids filled with
No.
stacked up with
Aurelia,
bird
what you
bones.
see is
Um,
you see a canoe that's completely full
A coconut
of
who has a
very
face.
Yeah.
You see a canoe full of fluffy pillows, like the fluffiest pillows you've ever seen that look quite like they're made out of seagull feathers, and several very soft-looking blankets. And they're arranged very nicely. They're a bit rumpled up, sort of like somebody recently got out of them, but the pillows they look extremely fluffy.
Roll a d20.
My God, you have luxury
roll a
blankets
D20.
and shit on this island.
Nope.
Yes!
Roll a d20. They
No,
are
it's
the
mine,
worst
it's mine.
looking pillows you've ever seen.
They're luxurious to her, but not
No,
anyone
I'm
else.
joking. They're just they're pillowcases filled with dead birds.
Feathers! Feathers! They can be a bit bloody, but there's no actual meat in the
That
bone
sounds. That is such an Ibris thing to do.
But anyways, that's what you see, Aurelia, as you turn around. At this point, they roll another stealth check.
Why?
Yeah. And as you notice that, Aurelia, you didn't notice this before, but you see like some hair, like a ponytail of some sort, just sticking up out of one of these barrels, from behind the barrels.
I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy. And I'm going to make it like sound like ominous whispers in that area that they appear in the source over here.
What are ominous whispers?
I know.
Alright,
It just says I know.
there's an amplified whisper.
Spooky.
So
No,
now I'm just you hear like coming from the corner now. Very much like a puppy's whimper.
Can I figure out before going over there that it, well, you just said that I saw like hair and ponytail, so I pretty much can assume it is a humanoid, but I would still like to use some check. to
No,
try
it's a
sir.
seagull wearing a scalped head. It's like a bunch of seagulls
It's like-
underneath this scalped head.
In a trench coat.
Oh my God, it's a good thing
No.
Idris is already getting rid of that menace. They were gonna
It's
kill us in
Cal's
our sleep.
campaign. It's Cal's campaign. It can be a seagull with a ponytail. But if you don't want me to roll, I can just say like I think it's
Yeah,
going to be a
it's-
human.
I mean, it's probably very, very likely.
I'm not going
You
to
know
look
what's
in
funny? We even have the same haircut, same hairdo.
Do we? My hair is like kind of long.
Front tassels with a braid in the back. Front tassels. Well, I have braids down the side and then a long braid in the back.
Well, I wear it better, just for your information.
Oh snap! Oh
And that's what
snap!
you say to the sea.
My hair is longer, for your information. The size matters.
I'm
So I win?
15.
Well, get good.
Okay, I imagine this is an in-game
Okay.
conversation.
But yeah,
Why are you
I don't
bullying
look-
a
I don't-
child?
Hey, I
Roll-
killed a
roll-
14-year-old kid yesterday in your campaign. Like
Roleplay.
that won't.
do me a favor and roleplay this.
Anyways,
I mean,
I'm
I'm
not
still
going
just
to
sitting
look.
in the corner whimpering.
I'm not going to look in that direction. I'm just going to sigh. I'm not here for any violence, so I'd appreciate if you came out.
I'm going to slowly just sort of like stand up. How tall are you, Aurelia?
6 foot.
Meter 87. So I forgot what that is.
It's 6 foot, something like that, or 6'1", something like that.
I don't think it might be 6 foot, not 6'3". I don't know where. Let me just look it up real.
It's like 6'1". She was one of the taller ones in the group.
She's 6'1.5".
Yeah.
So I stand up and I'm looking you dead in the eyes, and I'm just like sitting, like shaking, like I'm holding a dagger out in front of me, just like trembling, like not really willing to move, backing up further into the corner.
Well, hello there.
And at this point, did you stand up?
I stood up.
Deak, please introduce your character and what they look like to the group.
Hi, I'm Deok. You don't know my last name, but you'll learn it eventually, possibly. But yeah, I'm a half-orc, but I have a lot more human characteristics, so I'm basically a quarter orc, but I have mostly half-orc traits. So my mom was a half-orc, my dad was a human, and yeah. But I have very adorable small tusks coming from my bottom lip, just one on either side. I have a scar over my left eye, basically going from like a V above my eyebrow down into a single line that scrapes down my cheek. And I have like a pinkish skin, so it's a little bit... It's not human looking at all as far as my skin color, but it's not the like blues or greens that you sometimes get with orcs. I have red hair that I wear in a braid, and I'm wearing very, very ratty, but well-made clothes.
Okay.
Also, I'm 6'2" and like 180 pounds, but I'm 15 years old, and my eyes are like yellow.
Alright, what do you do, Aurelia?
Well, hello there.
Hello?
You can put that down. I am not here to fight anyone. I'm just looking for some cleaning supplies.
I just keep the dagger up and like stare and tremble. I'm just dual handing this dagger, which I'm wearing like large men's gloves, so this dagger looks tiny held between my two hands.
Well, no, anyone would be in a storage room, so I just broke the door. Didn't mean to frighten.
I just sort of like slink back further into the corner and like crouch down so that I'm sort of like in a wall squat position, holding the dagger out in front of me.
I say to my earring, there's a person in this storage room.
Say it again.
There is a person in this storage room. They appear very frightened of me. Probably because I broke the door, but I never expected somebody to just live here.
I still don't have an earring, do I?
You get it automatically.
No, you do.
From
You get it once you joined, so you hear it. You don't have to keep messaging people.
I like messaging people.
You do hear Aurelia's voice ring out in your head, Matic, and so does the rest of you guys.
Oh my, you're saying there are natives here? How very excellent! Now we can play the parts of evil colonists oppressing the natives! I love it! What a scene!
Okay then.
Be careful, Aurelia. We don't know who she is. She's on this island. She could be dangerous.
Would you like me to come assist you?
If I get in trouble, I'll give you a call.
It's quite alright. Right now I'm pretty much not doing anything and letting George do all the work. I'm just looking for brooms. Maybe she knows where they are. I should ask her. Where are you?
I am in the storage room right by the main building, but I can look for more more of that. Anyways, I'm going to try to defuse this.
Excellent! I'll be
now.
right there! Dimension door.
For fuck's sake.
Wait, don't you know
That is-
have to know exactly what the spot is? You can visualize
I saw
it?
the place.
You didn't see this room.
I fucking saw the building. I
Alright.
can teleport inside the building.
I thought you would have to like
Oh.
visualize.
Oh, no,
The
you can
actual
teleport
room.
blindly with this spell.
Oh, okay. So go ahead and roll a history check real quick, or
I mean,
intelligence check.
I just want to say, I was searching around. I wouldn't just been standing in here, so maybe I was like on top.
I'm reading the spell description and says it can be a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction. Ah, distance and direction. Okay, so you're going to like aim yourself in the
But
middle of
if
this
you
room.
end up,
Yeah.
but if you end up in wall or in a person, you're just gonna get knocked the fuck out.
Enter
All right.
Ibris.
So give me a direction and a distance.
Oh no.
Listen here, I'm not as smart as Madoc, so it's like, can I just fucking open this door and look at the house and then like, yeah, it's about that.
Okay. Yeah. And roll an intellect
There we
check then, since Madoc is so smart.
Well, he's smarter than me.
All right. You guys feel the air kind of warp, and Madoc appears
See a
right in
giant
between.
black box appear in the middle of the
Now-
room.
now I
It
just
opens
bring
up,
up,
and
like-
Madoc springs out.
I straight
Ta-da!
up high-pitched girl scream and like start like shaking even more. Like I go for my crouch position just to flat on my butt, like
Hold on.
shuffling my feet, trying to get further into this corner, holding my dagger, like pointing it between all of you.
Madoc.
It's been a while since I had an applause like that. Thank you very much. Two deep bows.
At the same time,
God.
Eberron walks in with his short sword out. Where is she?
And another scream. At
Look,
this point, I'm like
people.
crying in the corner, like waving my dagger around, panicking, crying, trying to push myself further into this corner.
People.
She has a
My,
weapon.
she's positively crying with happiness. I didn't know I was so good.
He has a weapon. We have to take her out.
Does he really say that?
Yeah.
Scary. The natives are fighting back. Oof.
What do you do best? Do
She
you join
appear-
the group, or do
She
you?
is-
I heard this. I probably heard the screams. What?
Well, you also heard Aurelia say there's somebody in the room, and you saw Ibris run over there as well.
Now you just hear as you walk up hysterical sobbing, just like, and the scuffling of feet.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
know, guys,
doesn't
there are
seem
other
like
ways
it's
to. There are other
That-
ways to say hello, other than just jumping in and saying we should
You're
take
absolutely
someone
right.
out.
There are plenty of ways to say hello. Hello!
Gotta do it.
Hi!
Ah,
Salutations! Greetings! Bonjour, madame!
I have prepared silence spell just for this moment.
How do I do a poll in the Twitch chat so like I can just make a poll real quick? Should we kill Madoc?
Yes.
should he just
I
get like
donate
dead.
$10, yes.
should he just die?
Yes,
Um,
please. He's traumatizing.
we
poor
hit
Dea.
100 followers and Madoc just dies. No, I'm joking. But
I
anyways,
would subscribe for that.
anyways,
I
sorry.
already subscribed for that. Get on my level.
But
I am
regardless,
subscribed. You probably can recognize my name easily over there, but that's besides the point.
nipple sucker.
See, I probably
Oh,
don't
and
fit
it's not,
through with
it's-
Ibris standing right in the door.
Right.
Oh, wait. Shit, sorry.
So no, you don't have to. I just white ship into a cat and just take a look inside. And when I see Dayak, I'm like, that's a fucking. She's crying. I'm just slowly.
I'm not even like cute crying. I'm ugly crying, like snot dripping down
Ugly
my
crying?
And Eberron is like there screaming, "Who are you? Who sent you? What do you want?
I would just
No,
slowly...
you
Chill the
boy, you're
fuck
scaring
out.
the
Oh, and
kid.
by the way, sat in the corner, I look a lot smaller than I actually am. Because I'm curled up as tightly as I can get. Just like sobbing.
Yeah, but as soon as I see that, I would just slowly walk up to you in cat form. Like very slowly walk up to you and sit in front of you, just staring at you.
Tail whoosh, whoosh, wisping.
I make no move to attack you or anything like that.
Wait, isn't that like a meal for you?
I'm not a savage.
if you've been
We are
living off of
Russia.
seagulls,
A gesture of good faith.
I've been living off of seagull meat because bird meat is actually pretty tasty. Seagull eggs.
seagulls are
and,
trash
like,
birds. They eat trash. That's like you
Seagulls
eating a
are
pigeon.
both-
That much trash in medieval times, Cal.
I'm
I'm
not
joking.
going to eat an adorable cat, though. I'm going to keep on waving my dagger at those three that are all threatening me and came barging into this room without, like, knowing and threatened me and whispered menacingly at me and appeared into existence and are waving swords around. I'm going
Alright.
to keep waving my tiny little, like, 2-inch dagger at them, but I'm
Okay.
not going to do anything towards the
Alright.
cat.
All right, the
People,
cat.
for the love of God, chill the fuck out. She doesn't seem like any threat. There is no need to threaten her like that.
Look, Aurelia, she's on this island.
Well, she is, but we don't need to open it with straight up hostility and pointing a short sword at her head.
You heard her, Ebrius. That was very inappropriate.
Ibris, she's a sword. Alright. Look, orc girl, I'm sorry I threatened you and yelled at you. We won't hurt you if you don't try to hurt us.
I'm still sobbing, but I like sort of lower my dagger into my lap, so now I'm sort of like hugging the dagger as I rock back and forth, still sobbing.
What is your name?
I'm struggling to breathe. I'm crying so hard right now. I'm not in a speaking term. I'm able to speak right now.
Ibris is gonna walk out and like just stand on this side of the door, but out of sight. Just so he knows his presence can be disturbing.
We are not here. As I said, I'm not here and we are not here to harm you in any way. Just calm down. Take a breather.
Persuasion check.
We are...
God damn. What kind of name is that, you know? Deine Adam min Flüchtlinge Gesellschaftskapitän.
Donut-Schifffahrtsgesellschaftskapitän.
That's exactly what I said. Did you not catch
No.
that?
Yeah.
I said, Donut Adam something Kapitän.
That sounds pretty much like Jakov Mivin.
When you put your paws up on my leg, I sort of like let go of my dagger and pick you up and start holding you a little too tightly, like hugging you close to me because you're adorable.
Right. I'll make
I
that little.
will now use will try my ultimate form of diplomacy here. If it doesn't work, probably nothing will.
I'm gonna mage hand the dagger away.
I
Alright.
pull out a bag of cookies. That's my ultimate strategy. And I take a cookie
Very
and I go here. You hungry? And I try to hand out the cookie.
I sort of like my sobs are slowly turning into like those hiccuping, like trying to catch my breath, and I take one hand away from the kitty and grab the cookie and start like shoving the cookie into my face and just eat it all in one massive bite and then go back to the cat.
Cookie Monster style.
Well, I believe there is no point in trying to persuade you into talking if you don't wish to. We can just be outside and do our things, and when you calm down, you can come and we can talk. There is
Right.
nothing to be afraid.
But darling, I do have one question for you. Do you like flowers?
I just completely avoid looking at you, still traumatized from me popping into existence. Because the last time somebody popped into existence, it did not end well for me.
Oh, it's a frequent experience for you. Well, in that case, I'll take that as a yes. Give me 10 minutes to stay in here. I have a wonderful surprise for you.
Give me 10 minutes.
She's like,
Is it a verbal? Is it like a verbal component to whatever you're doing? What are you doing? Minor illusion or something?
No, I am walking outside, taking her
Oh.
dagger with me.
Okay.
Here, hold on to this, devil boy.
He's just like laying on the wall. Takes it.
I just take the bag of cookies and like leave it in this box over here, and I go outside.
And
Well, whenever you are ready to open up and speak, we will be hanging around outside.
And
I
I
just-
shall
I
begin
just
the
sit here,
casting.
stroke the cat,
later
and like eat cookies, like sniffling a little bit, just like petting the cat because it's like so soft. I love
Cat.
animals.
Cat, do you allow this to happen?
It looks so delicious.
I just waited until they left so I can. She just snaps the cat's neck.
But if she snaps my neck, I just turn back.
Exactly, traumatizing her even more.
And then we kill her.
Ibris knows that the cast is back, so he's just gonna stick around at the
Does
door
he?
waiting, listening. I mean, he saw him turn
Oh,
into a cat
okay.
before, and there were a few
Well.
instances.
I would say so. Fine. Maybe Bast, when he turns into a cat, he turns into a particular type of cat.
Yeah. Plus, we're on a fucking island. Where the hell would the cat come from?
I mean, where would this person come from? Actually, Bast, do you have a particular cat that you always transform into, or is it like random?
A Bengal cat, if you know that breed.
A Bengal cat. Don't insult my intelligence. I know what a Bengal cat is.
I don't know.
Don't assume that I don't know Google time. Bengal cat.
Don't assume.
Ooh,
Don't
pretty.
assume I don't know what free health insurance is.
Yeah. Ah, it's pretty. It looks like a leopard of some sort. Okay. All right. Yeah. So Ebrius, you would know. That's a very unique looking cat.
Mhm.
I am on critical warning on cookies.
Yeah, I have only one
And-
bag
Okay.
left.
So the rest
So,
of you.
Bast, do you let me pet you?
Yeah.
I'm sort of like petting you and rubbing my face into your belly, like your back, your side, and you're just getting covered in snot.
Ew.
Poor cat.
The
One
rest of
acid
you
damage.
hear Talet's voice kind of ring out in your head.
I have found someone who would want to join our cause.
Oh, that is great news, Talet. By the way, there is a person on this island living in a storage room.
What?
Yeah, she looks like some sort of orc or half orc
What?
or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah. To the window.
Alright.
No.
As he says that, as you say that to Talet, you hear,
I'm coming now.
and you all.
Oh, could you wait 10 minutes? I'm almost done.
Magic is like,
no
I'm gonna show you this
response.
magic trick.
No response to that, as the.
This is
runes-
gonna be Klein all over again, getting muted by Talet all the time.
You guys see that magical circle, light up that you saw in the on the airship. Well, none of you actually see it because none of you guys are here. But you feel that gut-wrenching, like, warping of space. And as that happens...
I start crying again and burying my face into poor Bast's side. More snot being produced constantly.
Wait, why?
Actually, only the Dark Lanterns feel that type of that pull. And as that happens, Talit appears inside this room. He looks around.
Where is everyone?
Standing
Not
next
in
to
the
him.
main room. Are you in the main room?
Yes. Please join me as soon as possible.
Well, I told you to wait 10 minutes. It's going to be 9 more.
I'm going to grab the half-eaten bag of cookies and tuck sort of the cat, like, cradled in one arm against my chest and start, like, slowly wandering out of the hut.
Well, fancy seeing you here, Talit.
Yes.
What does the rest of you guys do? As Madak is still working on
I
his
looked
spell.
at Dayak. Oh no, I'm not done! Get back inside!
And that, like, loud outburst startles me and I run back inside.
Perfect! And I continue.
Well, I entered the storage room and there is like, she looks like a half-orc. She's very scared. It doesn't seem like any threat. It's
Aurelia.
more like we surprised her.
You also see another figure next to Talit. Please describe your character, Nickel. What does Aurelia see?
I already don't like him, just describe. I'm already prepared for him. You're muted, Mikkel.
You fool.
Well, as you all heard by my description, you know. So yeah.
Okay, that's great, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you have any questions?
Yeah, like so about that dragon that slept with your mom. So how is that for an experience?
Oh, that was a different character. But okay, yeah. So
Okay.
Janvin, what you see is a this time with sound. He is a 6'5",
Damn.
feet tall. So very tall. He's 250 pounds, strongly built. He looks to be in his late 20s, early 30s. He has very tan skin and blacker eyes, blacker hair and brown eyes. He's very simply dressed. He has a kind of the outfit, if you enhance the token, kind of like a deserty, like very light and clothy outfit on. And all he's carrying is a backpack, and you can see 2 spears.